Howdy friendos, Crazy Jason here, and you have entered my Wacky Emporium. Well, I've decided to go ahead and show you guys the contents of my cube. It's not complete, and I still have work to do down here. But for the first, let's see, 4 rows or so, and of course the top, which I think I've shown you guys everything up there. But today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the contents of these top 3 cubes, because they're all sort of a theme. They're all post-apocalyptic in nature. And you already, as you can already tell, the first 2 cubes are Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. And I'm a huge Fallout fan. So let's start with Fallout 3. See, we have, of course, the collector's edition that came with the bobblehead, and this bobblehead is actually what got me started on collecting bobbleheads, like that guy right there and these guys over here. But I digress. And of course, you've got the awesome lunchbox back there. You've got the guide, the game guide, hardbacked limited edition. And you have the, this is a hard copy, The Art of Fallout 3. It's just got a lot of conceptual art. This is really cool, and I think the art in this book is some of the best that I've seen as far as conceptual art for a game. And of course you have the game. I didn't get the Game of the Year. I got just the game, and then it added on all the DLCs as they came out on my PS3. And let's see. Whoa! Sorry, little dude. What have I got here? What is this? Fuck. Oh yeah, the making of DVD, which is pretty good. I'm always interested in the behind the scenes making of stuff. I'll have to rearrange everything now because I'm very anal about how it all goes together, and this is all fucked up. So alright, anyway, and these guys are actually fan-made Nuka-Cola bottle caps. Really nicely done. I mean, it looks like it's painted right onto the bottle cap, but it's actually some sort of sticker, but it works very well. You can't really tell. So I nabbed me some of those when I got my Nuka-Cola t-shirt. So that is cube number 1, devoted to Fallout 3. I've left some space over here so I can do a little bit of rearranging if I come across some more stuff to put in there, and I'm sure I will. Moving on to New Vegas. Okay, when they announced the collector's edition for New Vegas, and I finally got to see a picture of the content. I mean, I immediately pre-ordered it, but when I saw the contents, I was very dubious. Like, how do you display poker chips and playing cards? You know, it just kind of irked me. But when I got it in here, you know, I found a good way to display it, and now I'm very happy with it. And, you know, I question why poker chips. I know it's set in New Vegas, but why poker chips when you've got cool things in Fallout 3 like the bobblehead and the lunchbox? Why go with stuff like this? But once I displayed it, you know, I'm really liking it. Let's start over here. This is a separate thing that I had to buy. This is the, again, the game guide, and it is a numbered limited edition. I mean, they made a lot of them. It's not like it's rare, but it's very cool. And I'm just gonna, and a side note here, this is the first time that I ever played with the game guide. This one over here, I got the game guide later on, just to add to my collection. But I got this game guide before I started the game on Fallout New Vegas, and at first I didn't really use it, but then I started to look in it, and you know what? It's in Fallout New Vegas because of the reputation and all the factions and everything. It really sort of came in handy and enhanced my enjoyment of the game. Okay, so behind here you see there's a graphic novel, hardbacked graphic novel. It's like a pre-story to the game, which I have yet to read, because I'm still piddling around in the game. because it takes so long for them to get the DLCs out for the PS3, I'm hesitant to finish the game. I've got like, I keep, I need to finish the game. I mean, I don't know why I can't finish the game. I've got like 2 hours. I just need to go in there and finish it up, but I just haven't been doing it. So anyway, as you can see, it came with playing cards, the Lucky 38 poker chip, which figures predominantly in the game if you've played the game. And then, of course, these poker chips, one from each of the casinos. And they're very nice poker chips. As you can see, they're actual poker chips. They're not chintzy plastic. They're pretty heavy. And then, of course, the making of DVD, which I still have yet to watch this, and I'm really looking forward to that. And then these poker chips are actually part of the, they're different from these poker chips. And these poker chips are much harder to find because these poker chips were included in the promotional packs that were sent out to all the GameStops. But each GameStop only got one. So they only got one of these. And I have a friend at GameStop, and I was able to snag that. And I was able to snag the little magazine thing that came. Shit, see? It's all very precarious. That's the thing that drove me insane about displaying all the chips and everything. Is that, I mean, it looks good when you have it set up, but once you start messing around in there, it gets very precarious. But anyway, as far as the promotional pack, I plan on collecting everything from that pack. I have to get the t-shirt, but it goes for ridiculous sums, like $60 or $70. I haven't checked in a while, but that's what it was going for. These coasters are a Best Buy exclusive, and they're very cool. I had to have them. They were a Best Buy exclusive if you pre-ordered the game. So I pre-ordered the game, and then I went and got my money back. And so basically I got the coasters for free, which, is one of those loopholes that I don't know ethically if that's right or wrong. And that really makes me sound bad if I don't know if that's right or wrong. I don't know. It's a loophole they should have closed. I wasn't trying to cheat them out of anything, but I did end up with these coasters for free. And it's not like they're, really such a big loss. They're just, cardboard coasters, but, I had to have them. And I got more of these bottle caps, but these are Sunset Sarsaparilla. Because if you know anything about Fallout 3 only had the Nuka-Cola caps. And in Fallout New Vegas, you've got Nuka-Cola, but you also have Sunset Sarsaparilla. Focus, there we go. And again, very nicely made. This guy is really good at what he does. So, that's it for the New Vegas cube. Alright, let's move on. This is just a sort of a general post-apocalyptic cube here. The post-apocalyptic genre is my first love in films and in books. I'm just a big post-apocalyptic junkie. So, I've got various things in here. My well-beloved old VHS edition of A Boy and His Dog. Look at that cover. They just don't make covers like that anymore. It's so cool. Okay, you'll recognize this, I'm sure. This is the Bob that I picked up recently. You saw in our field trip video from a couple of weeks ago, I believe, at Dark Side Collectibles. And this Bob, look at the detail. That is Bob. And he comes with the tape player, the headphones, his slop bucket, and his gun and his razor. I just kind of put there. But yeah, the Bob figure is just one of my most favorite figures, and he fits so nicely into. I used to have the Gyro Captain from the Road Warrior here, but he had to be replaced by Bob. Back here in the very back, you have the I Am Legend collector's box set. It's just the DVD. It's not the Blu-ray. And I have the Blu-ray separate, so I was okay with putting it way back there. where it's pretty much inaccessible right now, which is the only thing, but it looks really cool. So, hey. And then, of course, I've got the famed Geno signed Day of the Dead, which just looks really cool. And, some may question, why don't you, take off the Geno part? Well, my theory on that is I did not get the signature. Geno did. So, it adds something to it. It's a conversation piece, really. If it didn't have the Geno, and it's like, who's Geno? Well, I've got a story for you. Let me tell you how I found this. But, I did also have a regular, the edition of Day of the Dead, DiviMax edition, that did not have the SIGs on it. And that's an edition that I have outside of the cube, but I don't know. I just wanted to put it in there. It looks really cool. And behind Bub, you have Dr. Frankenstein's notes, so it all works out. Then over here, there's more Boy and His Dog. I had to put in the Harlan Ellison graphic novel that they put out. And this story in this novel is really good, but I gotta warn you, the movie is pretty controversial and brutal, and the graphic novel follows in the same footsteps. And then right here I have one of my most favorite post-apocalyptic movies, Le Dernier Combat, or The Last Combat, by Luc Besson, who's probably best known for The Fifth Element or Leon the Professional. And I would pull it out, but I don't want to. I'll gently slide it out here. If you haven't seen it and you like the post-apocalyptic genre, it was filmed in black and white. I highly recommend, getting your hands on it, at least watching it. I don't know if it's out of print or how hard it is to get. It may be easy to get, I don't know, but I recommend it. So basically, that's about it. Those are the top 3 cubes, and I gave the top 3 cubes to my first love, post-apocalyptic genre. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little trip into my wacky emporium, and thanks for watching. Crazy Jason here. I'll see you next time.